one hand on his manly protrusion. I've been in this business a long time. He stroked slowly. And this is the singular, most disgusting piece of copy I've ever read in my life. I'm sorry, okay. I think we got that. Stay, he says softly. I'm Alec Baldwin. I don't give a what people think about me. But being a fan of great literature, I'm often curious what people write about me. It was one of those dinners where every course is an appetizer. It had been weeks since they'd seen each other. And now they were at the kind of stuffy parties you only go to when you're with someone as beloved as Alec Baldwin. Throughout the night, Alec Baldwin kept running a hand down her spine, then giving her a small, vaguely anticipatory smile. They left the dinner as early as they could, and when he got her home, and naked and in the shower, he positioned her with her hands, planted against the tile and her feet spread. He lathered his favorite body part, her back, with soap before sliding inside her body. His soapy hands moved up and down, her up and down, endless and engrossed, which turned into an all-night sleepover session, complete with post-sex pizza, which was then followed by morning sex in their regular morning sex position. Do you have one that's not as filthy? That's a different channel, correct? That's not Comedy Central?
Yeah. Would love to get the really smutty.
Which is
that big highlight.
the big one, yeah. You know exactly where it is, don't you?
I apologize if the pages are still.
I was gonna say. She barely even noticed Alec Baldwin taking the gun and setting it aside somewhere safe. She didn't even think about what would happen if someone came in, what they'd witness, how she'd feel about it later. No one did, though. No one entered while she was pushing his jacket off his shoulders. No one entered as she was mashing her mouth against his. No one entered when she pulled back, her lips wet with saliva, to tell him, breathless and desperate, "Touch me, won't you? Touch me already." Alec Baldwin.
Would you like to see the gay community is writing about you?
Yeah, see, that I want to read. It was my 19th birthday night, and I had just blown out my candles. My wish was that 3 celebrities would come to my house and have sex with me. The first, Zac Efron, the second, Alec Baldwin, and finally, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Everyone left my house, and it was just me in my little apartment. Then suddenly, a man appeared in my bedroom doorway. The man was none other than Zac Efron. He was wearing a black shirt, black leather jacket, and black jeans. He looked sexy standing in the doorway. "Happy birthday," he said to me. Zac then moved his mouth down my chest and stomach. Blah, 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 blah. Zac does this. Suddenly, another man stood in my doorway. I can't believe it, but it was Alec Baldwin. And he was also a young Alec Baldwin, maybe around 30. "Happy birthday," he said in his deep and low, manly voice. "You ready to my boy?" he asked me. He took off his pants and was only wearing a pair of tighty-whities. I admired his beautiful, hairy chest. "Yes, Mr. Baldwin," I replied, and got down on my knees. He walked over to me, and his crotch was right in my face. I slowly undid his underwear to reveal a 7-inch thick. It was covered in pubic hair. "Come on, boy. That hairy," he chanted as he put his in my mouth. I started to his and play with his, and at the same time, he seemed to love it too. He moaned and groaned as he thrust his in my mouth. "I'm gonna," he yelled, as he forced my head down on his. He then squirted 4 of in my mouth. My mouth was full of dribbling down my chin. We both got into bed and lay down on the covers and made out, transferring his into his mouth. His hairy felt so good against my smooth skin. I was so tired that we fell asleep in each other's arms that night. Wow. My wife is not going to like this one.